Myra Sorvino is the latest Hollywood elite and crazy actress to completely lose it in this hilarious meltdown that we're going to be checking out here, which completely backfired on her in the most spectacular way imaginable. She's getting completely destroyed for what she says, because this is one of those tweets that goes right up there with some of the dumb things in the past that people like Alyssa Milano and Brie Larson and, Amber Heard have said as well. So this is so hilarious in so many ways. Let's go ahead and get into this, because as we all know, there's an incredible amount of hypocrisy. We know that Hollywood is a terrible place. We know that the elites there are continuing to engage in all sorts of horrible things, but of course they don't want to talk about any of that. They just want to continue to pretend that they really care about truth and justice and integrity and honesty and all these different things, but we all know the truth of the matter. Now, of course, the hypocrisy here has to go with the fact that what she is saying here is pretty much the exact same type of stuff that was being said by Gina Carano. The language that she was using is very similar to the type of language that got Gina Carano fired from Disney. But of course, Gina Carano was calling out the wrongs and going against the narrative that Hollywood didn't want her to go against, which is why Gina Carano suffered the consequences of that. Meanwhile, of course, Myra is not going to suffer any sort of consequences for what she says here. So let's get into this and see what she says here. Does anyone else feel shell-shocked? Hideous wrongs of our nation's past we thought we progressed beyond have found footing as pseudo-defensible positions? Bigotry, slavery, white supremacy, colonialism, anti-Semitism, hatred of women, and alphabet community folk and migrants as though they were legit. So that's the first half of her complete insane meltdown here. And it gets even worse from there. But like, what? I don't even know where to begin with this. This is just how crazy things have gotten here in America, where people legitimately think that some of these things are full-fledged happening in this country right now. But of course, how much do you want to bet that Myra probably uses an iPhone? Does she not realize that that iPhone is literally made by basically slave labor? Of course she doesn't. She doesn't want to deal with any of those types of things. She doesn't want to talk about the truth of the matter. She wants to continue to pretend that she is some sort of virtue signaling saint on Twitter when we all know the truth. And she continues on by saying this. By the way, she got destroyed in this tweet in the most hilarious way imaginable. We think we are on this inexorable climb to progress, growth, equality, only to realize we are only 1 degree away from Auschwitz or George Washington's thousands of slaves, the genocide of millions of Native Americans, or the justification of Harvey Weinstein's rapes. So, this is, of course, just how ridiculous these people are, these celebrities. And yes, she is getting completely obliterated for this. The US has a brutal history. Also, there is no country on that has so quickly and effectively worked to address those horrors and atrocities. Facts. There is no freer or more diverse country on earth. Facts. There's a reason why more people immigrate here annually than all other countries. But of course, people don't want to hear the actual truth. Wokesters don't want to have to actually deal with facts or anything like that. They want to continue to pretend that the world is this fantasy type of world that they have created in their heads, when we all know that that is not what is actually going on here. So, like I said, she got destroyed for this, rightfully so. But let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. You can go check out this tweet if you want to and look at some of the replies, because they are very hilarious as she is getting obliterated for this. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.